Hey, everybody. Good evening. It's Tuesday night. It's about 6 o'clock East Coast time. Two things. Just wanted to post a quick video to thank everyone for the amazing comments on the Red Caesar article. Look, it really is reaching a frenzy right now. It's also reaching a frenzy to the point where, Trump's open speculation about taking out the vermin and getting rid of the communists and all the things that are all the same old song we've heard before. The article really seemed to have struck a chord, and I want to thank everybody for the great comments on it. Had a couple of folks from outside the Substack community uh, call me today about it, and I really think it's an important discussion we need to keep having, because the Jenny Holzer aphorism I posted at the top of the article, "Abuse of power comes as no surprise." It really is something we have to be very alert to now. And I think you're seeing the Trump folks push back on it a little bit tonight, saying, "Oh no, that's just contentious." No, no. If you're going to put your political opponents in jail, it's not contentious; it's fascism. So I think that there's an increasing possibility that there are three freedom arguments in this election coming up. One is about individual liberty and freedom, and that's really been expressed this year by the Dobbs decision and by folks' reaction to it in places that are not deep blue places. Ohio, twice now, Kansas, Kentucky, Virginia. All these states have had a really powerful response to the degree to which supposed conservatives now want to use the government to control every aspect of your life. The second big freedom pillar here, I think, is that what Trump is talking about now, this vengeance plan, this idea he's going to be the retribution and the revenge, I think it's incredibly dangerous right now for America to even begin to look away from the reality of what he's proposing. He really is saying, "I'm going to put my political opponents in jail." Now, for you MAGAs who are watching this and trying to process these long, complex, multivariate thoughts, no, it's not the same as Donald Trump being prosecuted for crimes he's committed and going through a legitimate judicial procedure. The things he did that were criminal, he did not deserve protection because you like him. But he is saying now, very openly, he's going to put his political opponents in jail. Does that mean me and people like me? Sure, it does. Does that mean you and people like you? Sure, it does. So, that third pillar, I think, now beginning to talk about how Donald Trump wants to fundamentally break democracy and end the human freedom to object politically, to end the idea that people have a right to dissent against the government, to end the idea that free speech exists as long as it's not about Donald Trump. I think all those things are really important. And the third leg of this freedom pillar that I'm really sort of walking up to as a more developed idea is this conception of America that is so negative and dark. I mean, America has definitely never been a perfect country, but we've had this long running, beautiful, providential brand where even if we're dark and stupid and we screw up all the time, somehow we turn away and turn back toward the good and toward the light. And that's a really fundamental freedom that's offered people around the world something about this country forever. It's a propositional nation. You're not born an American because of blood or soil. You become an American. Yes, some are born here, but many more are made here, and that's a true blessing. And I think running to that and embracing that a little bit, as opposed to this really weird culture war variation of white panic, and the Stephen Miller, Seb Gorka, Steve Bannon version of America. I think that's another element of this. I'm going to write some more about it. I've got another big article coming probably late tomorrow. Had to do some real work today. Got some Lincoln Project ads coming out for you. And I think you're going to enjoy some of these that are coming up. Taking the fight to Donald Trump every day as we do. Again, to all my Substack folks, thank you so much for being a part of the community. Really appreciate everybody. Rick Stradamus hat. I'm going to be sporting this from now on because I seem to always be right about what happens when Trump touches things. See you tonight.